Hey guys, how's it going? Michael here again. And I'm going to show you guys a really great stretch to open up the shoulders and to progressively open up the shoulders using just a stick. So any old stick will do, honestly, but optimally, you can always go to a hardware store just by finding any regular old piece of lumber like this. And this one's pretty lengthy. I mean, it's great to get one that's just a little longer than your wingspan here, quote unquote. So just to give you a little bit of a measurement, if you guys can go to a lumber yard, anything like that, find a piece that's really nice and smooth, doesn't have any chance of splintering you as well. That's something else to look for. But it's pretty low in cost to get. I can't even remember how I got this one. It was free, I found it somewhere. But I tell you what, it is incredible for mobility. But this is what we're going to use to open up the shoulders today. And the way we do that, we're going to be doing progressive arm circles like this. So there are two ways to perform this stretch. Not only are there two ways, being from the front, but you can also perform this stretch from the back as well, which is very nice for different purposes. But you can perform both those stretches that I just mentioned, but also you can do the stretch, the whole series I'm about to show you, both dynamically and static. So these can be done either dynamically for a warm-up before a workout, or even after a workout dynamically if you want to really loosen up those muscles again, or static fashion. So you can always do these in a static fashion after a workout to really help open up the front body, the shoulders, rear delts, all that good stuff. But these are a phenomenal way to really open up the shoulders, guys. And the way we're going to do that is I like to start just a little wider and then shoulder width apart. It's pretty whatever's comfortable for you, honestly. It may be all the way out here, and if so, that's fine. But ultimately, the one thing we're looking for is to not have it too close to where we can't really go very far. So we're going to start with the range of motion that we can really get to the back with here. So for a lot of people, we're going to have to go farther out, and that's fine. That's where we start. That's how we progress. So now the grip you want to have on this, you really want to get thumbs under there first, get those locked in, and then wrap the arms around, and then also, thumbs under, fingers locked in, and also you want to keep those elbows locked in as well, straight out. So the way we're going to start this exercise is keeping that grip, whatever's comfortable for you, keeping a tight grip on whatever you're using. And then we're going to go to the back, bring it as far as we can. That's one rep. We're going to do 16 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Beautiful. Now you should feel a lot of warmth in the front delts here, your anterior delts, as that is the primary muscle group you're going to be warming up with that exercise, going from the front to the back. Now we're going to do the same thing, only from the back. So from here, Yeah, take your hands around the pole. It's better to start off wide for these. And from here, you're going to just lift it up and over if you can. And if you can't, that's fine. You can always go a little wider if that's the case. But the goal is to get in as close as we can while finding that maximum range. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. So that one is primarily for opening up the rear delts. The ones back here. That's where I feel the most for those. But the whole goal with these is over time we want to progress to bringing our arms closer. So that's really going to help open up the shoulders even more. As you can see, I'm a little tight right now, so can't quite get it very far back with my hands this far apart. Potentially I could, if I were to do a lot of these beforehand, get it nice and warmed up, I could probably do that. I could typically do it after a workout when my body's nice and warm. It's also a great time to practice these as well, because once your body's all warmed up from working out, it's actually much easier to break through that range of motion. So these are great to try before a workout dynamically to really warm up the shoulders. But if you really want to see some improvements with your range of motion in your shoulders, do these after your workout in a static fashion. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with static stretching just means you're going to find that end range of motion, and you're going to hold that stretch in that position for a minimum of 30 seconds. And why I say a minimum of 30 seconds, sometimes you can go a little longer. 30 seconds is the rule of thumb. But if that's not long enough for you, depending on the muscle group, you can go a little longer until you feel a 50 to 75% decrease in discomfort or pain. So you're really going to have to gauge that on your own. But how we would do this statically, as a static stretch, you're going to do the same thing. Bring the hands as far out as you can. And from here, you're going to take it all the way back. Really just reach back and hold that stretch, breathing deep. You really feel this one in your pecs. It is a really good opener for the pecs, guys, especially for your delts, shoulder muscles. Oh. And if you don't feel a really good release by that 30-second mark, just hang out there. Keep that position locked in. Really just breathe deep. Focus on breathing deep. As you exhale, try to let your chest open up wide. On that exhale is really when you want to focus on opening up the contraction. So now we're going to try those from the back, as I showed you guys earlier. Same concept here. We are going to start as comfortably far apart as we can. From here, we're going to bring it up and over. And you can go all the way to the top, but you won't have a really good stretch through the shoulders exactly, per se. So what I would recommend is bringing that down just a little bit, even working through and finding the most tension find throughout this whole entire range of motion where the most tension in your shoulders is. So for me, that's going to be right here. And I'm going to hold that position. Not only that, but make sure that pelvis is tucked under, core is engaged, chest is up, shoulders are pinched together, and really push each arm out. So my left arm I'm pushing out to the left, right arm I'm pushing out to the right, but I'm gripping on that pole as hard as I can the entire time. Holding for 30 seconds at least. Breathing deep. I feel that one really good in the front of my shoulders. I don't know about you guys, but that is an incredible stretch, especially post-workout. Once you're done, you've got all that stuff already warmed up and good to go. That's going to be the optimal time to really break out these static stretches using anything like this, and to really opening up that chest region and your shoulders as well. And if you start doing this every day after your workouts and progress, and by progress I mean those hands are getting closer and closer and closer together over time. It is a slow process. Could be different for you, I don't know. So just bear that in mind. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. But if you could do that every day after your workout, especially with that static stretch where you hold it, you're really going to feel some extreme gains in your range of motion through your pecs and your shoulders. So it's really going to help with your posture when we're in that forward position all day. In order to reverse that bad posture, we're going to have to open up that front body in order to restore balance in ourselves. So that's going to be an awesome way to do that, just by stretching through the pecs, the shoulders, all this good stuff. It is an incredibly healthy stretch to implement into your day-to-day regimen. So guys, I definitely encourage you to try these after your workout, but they're especially great for warming up in that dynamic fashion that I showed you. If you can do both, you're going to kill it. You're going to see some incredible gains in your flexibility, and you're going to feel really good, especially in your shoulders. You're going to have a lot less shoulder pain, a lot less discomfort, and life's just going to be all around better for you. I mean, you're not going to be achy anymore up here. It's phenomenal. It's worked wonders for me, guys. That's all I can say. But guys, give these stretches a go. I promise you're going to love them. I promise you're going to see some awesome results as well. But like, subscribe, check out my other content. Drop a comment if you really enjoyed this video, and look forward to seeing you guys again. Thanks.